So the next concept is, so till now we discussed about the what? In unit 1 we are discussing about 50% of our syllabus in unit 1. So what are those? Introduction to OOP, difference between OOP and POP. What is the next one? Principles of OOP, history of Java, Java features, JVM architecture. The recent lecture, in the previous lecture we discussed about the what? Structure of Java programming. Now we are going to the programming world. So the first one we should know about the what? Variables. So what is the meaning of a variables? All you learn in the C and C++, right? So what is the meaning of a variable? A variable means simple, it's a memory location where we can store the data. So that is the meaning of a variable. Simple example I am going to explain here. Here I am declaring what? Int a equal to 10 means a memory location where we can store the what? Data. What is the data here? 10. What is the name of the variable? A. What is the data type? Integer. So this is the meaning of what? A variable. Variable means a memory location where we can store the data. So this data can be changed at the time of what? During the program execution. Why? Because for example, I am going to take int a equal to 5, int b equal to 6. I am going to evaluate same thing a equal to a plus b. Okay, what is the answer previously? A contains 10. Now, what is the value of a? What is the value of a? Now, a plus b, what is the value of a? 5. What is the value of b? 6. 5 plus 6 what? 11. So, dynamically it may change. So, that is the reason here the value stored in a variable can be changed during the program execution. Okay, a simple example for a variable is simple, int a equal to 10. What is the meaning of a variable? A variable is a location where we can store the data. Okay, so next we go for very important, when we go for interview point of view, types of variables. These are very important. Okay, those are local variables, instance variables and static variables. So there are three types of variables. Those are local variables, instance variables, static variables. Let's see one by one. What is the first one? Local variables. What is the meaning of local variables? If a variable is declared inside a method, we call as local variable. Here, created inside a block or method, we call as a what? What? Local variable. For example, from this example, here I am declaring one variable. What is the variable here? I. This one we call as a what? Local variable. Here I equal to 20. I is a what? A local variable. Why? Because we are declaring this method, this variable inside this block. Inside this block also we call as inside this method. We call it as local variable. Okay. And one more thing is we should be initialize that particular variable when we are going to use. Okay, it is what? Initialization is necessary before going to use. So here I am initialized, right? What is the value here? 20. So 20 is assigned to variable I. So this variable we called as local variable. This is a simple example for what? Local variables, right? So here I declared a class name is sample. This is general statement of what? Main method, followed by here. This is we called as a what? Local variable. Okay, here I am going to what? Display system.out.println. Just now in the previous lecture we have seen, right? System.out.println I. What is the value of I? 20. 20 is displayed in our window. So 20 is the answer. So this is about what? A local variable. What is the meaning of local variable? If a variable is declared inside a method, this is a method, right? Inside a method we call as local variable. So this is about the local variable. Next we go for, next one is static variable. What is the meaning of static variable? If a variable is declared inside a class, outside a method, by using the keyword static, we called as static variable. Again, what is the meaning of static variable? If a variable is declared inside a class, this is inside a class, right? This is inside a class. We are declaring inside a class, outside a main method. This is the outside part, right? Outside a main method, by using the keyword one static, we called as static variable. Okay, so variables which are declared inside a class, okay, inside a class, outside of a method, with a keyword what? Static keyword is called as static variable. So clear, right? So this is a simple example for static variable. But here, how to print that particular variable data? In the previous case, how we are printing? Simple, system.out.println only I. But if you want to print the static variable data, we should write the what? By using the class name extension. What is the class name here? Sample. So that is the reason we are using sample.i. But in previous case, local variable, no need to write. Directly we are writing I. The only difference is, if a variable is static, we have to use the class name. dot the particular variable name. So it will give the what? Output as 20. So this is about the static variables. So clear, right? The next one. The next one is, last one is instance variable. What is the meaning of instance variables, sir? Instance variables means same thing like a static variable. If a variable is declared inside a class, outside a method, inside a class, outside a method, without static keyword we call as instance variable. Only difference between static variable and instance variable is the usage of static keyword. Remaining is same. Okay, if a variable is declared inside a class, outside a method, means here this is what? Inside a class, right? Inside a class. Inside a class we are declaring, but it is outside a main method. Not a main method, you can use any method. Here I am using only one method, right? That method is what? Main method. Inside a class, outside a method, without using what? Static keyword, without using static keyword. Here we are not using any static keyword. This type of variables we called as instance variables. Okay, how to print the particular data of instance variable? Here the important is we have to create an object of the particular class. What is the class name here? Sample. Sample s equal to new sample. In this way we have to create an object. You already learned in the C++, right? How to create an object? By using the new operator. Okay, sample s equal new sample. Here system.out.println, with this object we have to call the particular instance variable. So s dot I. Okay, in local variables we can directly write the what? System.out.println I. Whereas in static variable system.out.println class name dot I. But instance variable system.out.println by using the object of the particular class. So clear, right? This is about the what? Instance variables. What is the output of this one? The output is what? Same thing, 20. So 3 programs give the same output but different way. Okay, so this is about the what? Instance variable. So clear, right? Thank you.